Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the Sustainability Network. I am Shruti Harihara Subramanian, and I am the founder of golisodastore.com. For those of you who are new to the Sustainability Network, um, Goli Soda started in 2013, and we have been working with over 50 amazing brands who are making a difference in this world through their endeavors in sustainable enterprises. So we thought this would be a good opportunity for us to meet these lovely brands and the founders and the minds, the amazing brains behind these brands. So today we are meeting Swathi Sri Aravind. She is the founder of A Toddler Thing. So Toddler Thing is making washable diapers, and for those of you who know, just yesterday we were talking about sustainable menstruation, and we were talking about the harm that disposable sanitary pads are doing to this earth. Many of us are still quite unaware about the harmfulness of disposable diapers. So today Swathi will talk to us about her brand, A Toddler Things, and a lot more about washable diapers. Toddler Things also has other interesting products in their catalog, like they make very soft muslins, swaddles, and they have muslin diapers, cloth diapers. I'm sure Swathi will tell us more about that as well. And before we start, I would also like our viewers to know that we are open to questions, either to Swathi or to me. So please feel free to ask if you have any doubts on cloth diapering or even sustainable parenting or anything to do with sustainability. Please type it out in your comments and we will be happy to answer your questions. So I'm just waiting for Swathi to come, and we will start our discussion then. So just to brief you on the previous two guests that we had, we started the series with Poonam from Daily Dump. They work in the space of waste management, and yesterday we met Bharti, who is the founder of Boon Cups, and she is making a huge difference in the space of sustainable menstruation. So let's meet Swathi. We are waiting for it to connect. Yes. Hi, Swathi.
Hi. How are you doing? Am I audible?
Good. Yes. Am I clear?
Yeah.
So nice to finally meet you through Insta Live and through our Sustainable Network series.
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah, we're doing good. It's been a little busy. So yeah, it's so far so good.
So busy is good for any business.
Yeah.
So let's start straight about how did A Toddler Thing happen? What made you start A Toddler Thing?
Okay. Well, a little bit about myself is that I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. There are quite a lot of times my dad used to say, like, you were just born an entrepreneur, but just that I was figuring out life back then when I had just gotten married, and everything used to fascinate me. So each and every day I used to come to my husband with a new plan that, we'll do this product, we'll do that product. And he'll be like, yeah, this is just going to be another fantasy of yours, yet another day. So, and then it just kept happening. And my sister-in-law, who was pregnant back then, she came down from Australia, and she had bought a cloth diaper along with her, and from abroad. So it was pretty fascinating because I had never seen that before. So this happened like 4 years ago, and it was very new to me, and it was really, it was a very nice product, really a fascinating product. And I saw it, I just researched a little about it, and then I kept it aside, saying, okay, fine. But then once the baby was born, there was a tremendous need of these diapers, because we used to see our dustbins, they used to just be filled with only diapers, like disposable ones. And that's when we understood, and that's when I understood that imagine if one household has so many diapers which have been, like, trashed into the bin. And also when, when we used to go to the doctors, the first thing they used to say is, don't use them, why are you using them, use cloth or something like that. So that's when she took this again, and she started using it on her baby. So when it was a practical, experience to see the baby in it, it again fascinated me quite a lot. And I took this as a product, and I thought I'm going to really take this seriously. And with the help of my very close friend back then, who was my co-founder as well. So we kind of just developed on the product, and our first prototypes, everything was made in China. So we really tried our level best, because being from Coimbatore, we always know that we had a geographical advantage of being very close to a textile, city, which is Tirupur. So we always, I really wanted to try doing it, here. But initially, when I'm talking about 4 years back, we really didn't have the resources, or maybe we were not capable enough to find the perfect resources. So therefore, we started from China. So we had our first product, which was our prototype was from China. And everything seemed well, because back then I didn't have a baby, and it was only my nephew, which I was doing a trial and error on. And it was all nice. And the first initial stages was, of course, you send it across to friends and family, and you ask them how the product is. So everybody's being very polite to you. They're saying, oh, it's an amazing product, it's very nice. And they might have just seen it once, actually. I don't even think my friends even tried it on their babies back then. So I thought, okay, fine, let's just give it a beta run. And we started our website on December 2017 with the prototype. And initially everything went well, and then that's when, feedback started coming, saying that the diaper seems to be very bulky, and the functionality is fine, but it's very bulky. You have when you're putting it onto the baby, mother started facing quite a lot of issues. So that's when we decided, okay, I think it's high time we get it done in India itself. And we somehow hustled around and got everything done in Tirupur. And right now, I mean, by God's grace, everything in Toddler Thing is made in India, and we make awesome. Everything in our unit in house. So which is really a very proud moment, because it was not easy initially, but we just somehow managed to do everything in India. So all our products are made in India.
That's amazing, because the whole concept of being sustainable, I was saying this similarly to in the first episode, actually. The whole concept of being sustainable is not just using an eco-friendly product or a non-plastic product or any of those things. It's also to make sure how much of carbon footprints you're leaving, and also providing employment to the local community. I think that is also part of being sustainable. So if it's all being made in India, then it's truly a sustainable product. So kudos for that. Thanks for pushing it and making sure that you finally got and of course everybody is now talking about make in India, and vocal for vocal for local. And
exactly.
Yeah, but you have been doing that even before this was all a so-called trend.
Yeah, I would definitely say, because if in case we were to be dependent on a Chinese product as of now, I really don't know with the current situation what would have even happened. So I really think, like, when it came to this company, everything just always fell in place. And we somehow managed, like, a year ago to get everything done here. And since then, there was never, anything which is made out of cotton, that too from a place which is known for its cotton. Our entire belt, say Coimbatore to Tirupur to Erode, Salem, this entire belt is known for their cotton. So we started making everything in cotton, basically, when it came to our pads. So therefore it was like great, because even the reviews started from customers. The feedbacks and the reviews were also great, that your products is speaking for itself. It's even more better. We did have quite a lot of very good comments from all our customers, and yeah, it's just been like
That's nice.
over a year that everything is made in India at the moment.
So even in Goli Soda, we have a similar story, like how you were saying that it took time for uh, things to fall in place. Similarly, for me, so we've been having our brand since 2013, and
Oh,
we've been having many brands, many products, and we were focusing a lot on sustainable menstruation as well. So we were having cloth pads and soon cups. But for long time, when we started doing well on the cloth pad side, I kept telling our team that we need to diversify and start having cloth diapers.
diapers.
But for some reason, things didn't fall in place. And at that point, even I didn't have a baby, and I was doing similar things every time. So I always make sure that every product that we have in Goli Soda, I try it out personally. If I
Absolutely.
can't for some reason, somebody else. And we keep it
Absolutely.
in our store only if it's truly good and it's
Good.
truly sustainable.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
again, when I used to get these prototypes, and because I didn't have a baby, similar to what you were doing, I was giving it to my friends and asking them to try it out with their babies. Firstly, I wasn't even sure if they were keen on cloth diapering, but still, I never used to get positive feedbacks, and somehow I never got the right brands on board. But coincidentally, when we partnered with you, that was the time I got pregnant. And then
Oh,
ever since, somehow naturally, our baby line of products, not just cloth diapers, other things as well, has now increased. So my friends were teasing me, were you having these products only for your baby? I said, no, I was genuinely trying to, look out for such products, but things fell in place only around the same time. And of course, I do use now the same way I use all Goli Solar products. My daughter as well, I make sure that she uses the brands that we sell in our store. So
exactly the same story, because we initially started out with only cloth diapers. We were like an only our core product is still cloth diapers, but we kind of diversified only like a year ago. Once my baby was born, like 1.5 years ago, I would say, and once she was born, and I knew the necessity of the muslin, which is a fabric which can be used for babies, and it's extremely a gentle fabric, and it's extremely breathable, and it's one of the best fabrics you can use on a newborn.
yes,
So
totally agree.
once I started searching for that in the market, it was either enormously priced. If not, it was like it was not a product which was up to my quality expectations.
Yes.
So I had no other choice than to either buy an expensive product, or to just buy it from abroad, or ask my friend to ship it to me from the US, or this is what was happening. So I thought, okay, I need to find a way where we can get a very good quality product at a price where it is definitely affordable for
Yes. Yes.
almost everyone, like, because
Yes.
definitely any baby which is hello.
Yeah. You're back.
Yeah. So any babies which is born will definitely need the best of the quality products. Every
Yes.
mom would want to give the best for their babies. So there's the same thing that happened to me, and I said, see, this is not working out, so let me just do it on my own. So again, I just like one fine day dialed up to my co-founder, and I told him, see, I think we need another line where it is just exclusive. We're not going to diversify as such, because we're going to be organic. It's going to be sustainable. Everything is going to be there. Just that we're going to do a product which is way more a need for every every baby out there. So then
Yeah.
that's where our muslin series kind of came up, where we had we initially started with just swaddles and blankets, and then we went into japlas, nappies, and
Yes.
we're doing up to 9 to 10 products as of now, only in muslins,
And they
which
make great gifts actually, because especially during the lockdown, a friend of mine delivered a baby, and this was during the peak of the lockdown. It's impossible to get any gifts. Of course, I had a store where I could pick out something, and she is passionate about sustainability the same way I am. So she was blatant, and she said, if you're getting me anything, I'm desperate for cloth diapers. I said, don't worry. And I gave her your muslin ones, because she said she has enough of the advanced cloth diapers as well. So
okay.
they make wonderful gifts.
Thank you so much. So basically, the thing is that we wanted as a brand to establish sustainability, not more like a posh lifestyle, but as a living to for everybody. It's
Yes.
like, you know, the word sustainability is always linked with the with a fashion trend, or you know, with the fact that if the product is sustainable, it's going to be expensive, and if the product
Yes.
is going to be organic, it's going to be something which is not meant for like everybody. So that is one major myth that Toddler Thing wanted to break. So we always made sure that we never had a price point which was like, you know, tremendous when it came to people who would actually just see a japla and say, oh my god, why is it priced so much? So
Yes.
when I that's the main point, because I wanted to actually have a sustainable lifestyle, as a lifestyle as such, but not a very, you know, something which is very fancy and, you know, very fascinated word. So that's the only thing that we were
And
always
the other
aiming
thing
at.
is, now that we both have babies, you also realize that kids outgrow their clothes in like weeks or in days. Sometimes
Exactly.
you just
So when
make them
there's
wear
no
a
point in
dress
just, you
only
know,
once.
buying a japla which is pretty expensive and not using it for at least a span of 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was one major thing that I had in my concern, and therefore most all our products individually is not more. It doesn't go more than 1,000 rupees. Like, packs are different. We have combo packs and all, but individual pieces we don't have anything more than 999. That was one, again, that was we
Yes.
wanted to be a very like, you know, a price point has to be perfect is what always I kept in my mind, because sustainability as such needs to reach everybody, and that is a point of, you know, it's a need of the hour at the moment, because if not
Yes.
now, when it was like that. So everybody, we were so keen, because initially when we started, like, you know, 2 years ago, people hardly knew what cloth diapers were. Like, initially,
Yes.
I'm talking
Yes.
about, say, 3 years ago. They were like,
Yes.
what exactly is this product? But now people are coming up to me and asking me, what is it made of? What exactly do you have inside? So
Yes.
is this bamboo? Is this cotton? Do you guys do this? Do you guys do that? So mothers are tremendously educated
Yes.
when it comes to cloth diapering at the moment, and every new age mom wants to try cloth diapers at
Yes.
least once, which is amazing, because that's why we actually came into the field, that, you know,
Yes.
we wanted to be a trend setting brand where, you know, everybody, it's just not a product that we're selling. I keep telling my customers, see ma'am, it's not a product, it's a lifestyle change. It will
Yes.
take time, it will be a little overwhelming
Yes.
in the beginning, but once you get used to it, it's just a lifestyle. You will be like,
No,
you
that's
will be
what I tell everybody about being sustainable in any respect. Like our first speaker
exactly.
was, we was talking about composting, or when we are talking about changing into a cloth sanitary pad or cloth diapering. Any step that you take towards sustainability, don't expect to just jump into it, but because you'll be overwhelmed. So if you take it
Exactly.
into it gradually, then it's an amazing journey, and that's
Correct.
the best way to, address the whole thing.
Exactly. So initially, definitely moms do come with a lot of queries back to us, saying that, you know, we had this issue, we had that issue. But once they set everything right, there's never been a customer who's actually, you know, complained to us about cloth diapering as such. Every mother who's come to us has actually loved cloth diapering, and they really wanted to do more about it. Because I would always say that, you know, when it comes to toddler thing, or when it comes to cloth diapers itself, it's just three major points. One is it's amazing for your baby. It's like best for your baby, as you're not going to be
No, I
exposing the
agree
baby
to
to
that.
any
Touch wood, my baby's not got a single diaper rash. Because that
absolute
happens with cloth diapering. Because you
diaper rash is
also
something
know that,
which is a serious issue, not considering the
yes,
fact that, you know, it's just going to become okay, but the baby is going to face so much of irritation, and
yes,
there are so many pediatricians who are so against normal I mean, you know, normal disposable diapers. So I mean, so it's definitely great for your baby, because you're not going to be exposing the baby to any sort of chemicals, any sort of plastic. So it's just going to be a normal cloth that you're going to be making the baby wear, like normal, you know, when you're making your baby wear a dress. It's just going to be like that. So
yes,
it's great for the baby, and of course it's amazing for the environment, because who
yes,
wants to like, you know,
yes,
spend lakhs on garbage, like literally.
Yes.
You're going to be
Yes.
spending almost like, you know, quite a lot, and it's just going to be gone and dumped into landfills. Like,
Yes.
so that was one thing. It's going to be amazing for your, you know, for the environment. And of course, on the selfish part, it's definitely going to be amazing for your pocket as well. We keep telling the mothers, because the mothers, you know, they're like, why is one piece so expensive? But when you cannot explain to them that each diaper is reusable for more than 200 times, you can just wash them and reuse them. So if you do the math, it will be like, in the long run, you're hardly spending around 25,000 rupees on on diapering for the entire, you know, this one of when the baby is right from newborn to your baby is getting potty trained, which is approximately 3 years. So you're just going to be spending like maximum of 25,000 rupees.
Yes.
And not only that, if you're very well maintained, you can keep the cloth diaper covers for your first baby. You can store them, and you can use them even for your second baby, which has always been like, you know,
that's what you won't believe. I have 12-year-old diapers. So my sister in the US, she used those diapers for her son, and now I'm using 12-year-old diapers for my daughter, and that works perfectly. So, and they are still good to go to, you know, I can hand it down to somebody else in the family. So that's exactly what I tell people. Like, you might think it just for the lifespan of your child, but it can go into multiple lifespans of many children. So I do that. Many of my friends, we kind of, because we maintain our diapers quite well and we are very passionate about sustainability, we kind of exchange diapers as well. So it's an amazing, it has an amazing long life, and you save a lot of money. And the other thing I realized is many people during the lockdown was having a lot of problem, you know, sourcing disposable diapers. Most of them used to buy online, and the online deliveries were shut. But I was probably the most calm mother at that point, because I had an enough stash of cloth diapers with me, and I didn't have to worry if I have to go run to a pharmacy to pick up.
There were so many moms actually, like, you know, before they used to be like, we really just only worried about the laundry. I don't have the time, and you know, what if I don't wash them and all. But during the lockdown, the only thing everybody had was time. So moms wanted to try cloth diapers out, and we. And of course, we fell into the essentials category. So therefore, we were, thankfully, we were, you know, supplying during the lockdown as well. We were delivering during the lockdowns as well. And we had a lot of inquiries about the fact that I don't have my disposables coming. I need these. Please, can I help us out? Or, you know, it was like overwhelming for us. We were like, okay, this is so nice, because there are so many moms out there who want to try cloth diapers right now. They're like, I'm anyway going to be washing them. I'll be washing them. I'll be reusing them. So, so kindly just, you know, send it to me. And we had quite a lot of new moms who actually joined us as customers during the lockdown. I mean, I'm really thankful.
No, we had a similar experience as well. And I mean, the part of us doing the Sustainability Network series is because during this lockdown, and even Goli Soda having many essentials like cloth pads and soaps and shampoo bars and things like that, we realized many people who were on the border of making the switch to a sustainable lifestyle chose this period to do that. And we thought this is a good period to talk about these products and how it's not, it might be a lifestyle switch, but it's not a drastic lifestyle switch. It's actually a positive lifestyle switch, because even if people say we don't have time to do laundry, it's pretty much, it's if you're anyway going to put your baby's clothes into the washing machine.
That's the only thing that I tell them.
Yeah.
It's not.
And I never knew, like, I used to think with the disposable diapers, there won't be any accidents, and that's why it's better than washable. But I have been seeing many parents who keep running into the house saying, oh my God, my son's had an accident, or my daughter's had, like, can I use your bathroom to wash him up? So accidents happen. anyway. So
Anyways,
I think
exactly.
I don't see much of a difference between cloth and disposable in that sense, but more
We
so
did
during
have concerns, like, initially when we were, as I was talking, like, 3 years ago, the only major concern for mothers used to be that, is it hygienic? Because that was one thing that was they were very concerned about, that, see, it's anyway secretion, so they, we have to dispose it. So what if you're going to be like, washing it again? The only thing I used to ask them was that a normal cotton underwear, you're going to be making your baby
yes,
wear that, definitely. So if your baby's peeing on that, you're not going to be, like,
yes.
throwing it away. You're going to be just washing it and you're going to be definitely reusing it. That's the same concept. And of course, you have washing techniques. You have various methods in order to completely, like, remove the residues, maybe once in 2 months or something, which and you're going to be making your the the pad completely fresh, like almost completely fresh, where you can use them right another two more, at least 200 more times. So we kind of, like, it is, yeah, as I just mentioned initially, here and there we just have, like, a certain, you just have to educate them in order for them to understand, and then it's just good to go.
And the other advantage I noticed during the lockdown, the peak part of the lockdown was also during the peak summer. And many parents realized that using disposable diapers was creating a lot more rash, or the
Rash, yes.
child was very uncomfortable. So that's another advantage of cloth diapering. It might look bulky, but it's still very comfortable for the baby, even especially in a sweaty weather like Chennai. Cloth diapers are the best in that sense. So also there is this.
I often tell my customers, when they're like, can I wear a pant on top of that? I would be like, if you're at home, why do you even want to wear, why do you want to make the baby wear a pant? Let the baby flaunt the diaper. So they're like, yeah, okay, that's a nice point. And now we have so many mothers sending us pictures saying that, it's so cute that I don't even want to put a pant on top of it. Like, it's not bulky, it's super cute. And I don't have so it's definitely, anything which makes your baby look better, feel better. Every mom just wants that. So that was one thing. And as you just said, like, every product, no matter whatever it is, it will go through my daughter's, this one at least once. I will use it on my daughter. My co-founder keeps telling me this, and he just jokes about it. I really think your baby's going to be the experiment rat or what? I'm like, no, it's not about experiment rat. It's just about the fact that I need to be satisfied with my own baby, because every child or every mother who's buying my product, and we generally, that's what, as we cater to newborns, we cater to 0 to 3 years olds, as we're only talking about cloth diapers, but we actually majorly cater even to the newborn category, where, a mother who's actually using our muslin is going to be putting it on a baby which is hardly just a day old. So I always get a goosebump when I think of that, a mom, she's actually trusting me, and she's making the baby wear that wear that piece of cloth. So I need to give the best, no matter what. It's not like only this baby is my baby. Any mother who's buying my product, I always think of the fact that, okay, even if they have another baby girl like mine at home, and that's the only thing, I want to give the best to them. So that's where, you connect as mothers, and that's where I think the brand has grown emotional wise as well. Like, there's definitely an emotional touch to the product, and therefore also we grow as a brand, because it's not only about the marketing, or it's not only about the fact that we just want to sell a product. It's got to do with a lot of emotional touch, because it's of course with babies. So that's one thing that's always connected.
But it's very, very similar, as I told you, at Goli Soda as well. I am the first guinea pig, or now my daughter. And because the whole reason why Goli Soda was started was because I was searching for sustainable products, and I was finding it very difficult to find it, to lead a sustainable lifestyle. So that's when I decided I need to start this, because I'm sure many people around me are as passionate or have that requirement to be sustainable. So if I am my first consumer, so if I am not satisfied with a product, then my customers aren't going to be satisfied either. So our priority is to be sustainable and be good to the planet and good to the customer. I mean, as you said, then the rest, business, marketing, all those things will just naturally follow.
Fall into place.
So, and I had a question. Many people have this myth, people, even people who do cloth diapers, they do cloth diapering in the morning, and at night they choose to do disposable. They think a cloth diaper can't handle that kind of long hours with a child sleeping and things like that. So, what do you have to say? Because I still cloth diaper my child even at nights, but I would like to hear that from you as well.
Sure. So at ADT, we actually have like diapers based on two types. So based on size, we have a newborn size and a regular size. So a newborn size would fit babies weighing 2.5 kilos to 6 kilos. And whereas a regular size would fit babies weighing 5 kilos to 18 kilos. So that is based on size. And the other this one differentiation would be based on utility, as you're just asking me the question. So we categorize it into daytime diapers and nighttime diapers. So in a daytime diaper, what would happen is that the baby is going to be very active, and the baby is going to be crawling around, or they're going to be running around, and they of course going to be they're not going to sleep. So what we tend to do is we give mothers our daytime diapers, which is our cover diapers. So the cover diaper basically would come with like a cover, which is nothing but almost similar to, I would say, a normal a normal underwear. So you can just make the baby wear these covers like at least 2 to 3 times. You just have to change the inserts in the morning. So you can make the baby wear this, and this is going to be extremely laundry friendly, because you're just going to be like, after the baby's worn them for like around 5 to 6 hours, you're just going to wash them, and this is going to dry super quickly. So so this is like the daytime diaper, where you can just change the inserts, which is this, for every 2 to 3 hours. Like, if the baby is like peed more, and you can just change the pad alone using the same diaper. But whereas our nighttime diapers are extremely effective overnight, because they actually come with 2 inserts, which is one which can be placed on the cover like this.
Okay.
And the other one, actually, you have a pocket here where you can actually place this one as well. So basically, each insert would last you around 4 hours. So 4 plus 4 would give you around a minimal of 8 hours of
and no kid sleeps more than 8 hours. Exactly. You wish they would.
So actually, we have this thing with mothers who come up saying that I have a newborn and I want a nighttime diaper. The only advice I give the mothers is that, I am so sorry, your baby will not sleep. That too, when the baby is a newborn, the baby will just not sleep overnight. Yeah. So they will get up every 2 hours or 3 hours for feed. And you can just change the pad alone. So it will come as cover diapers only for newborns. But whereas the bumpkin diapers of ours, which is our nighttime diaper, will last you overnight, and that is usually we kind of recommend them for babies only after 3 months, because that's when we consider the baby from the newborn stage to the from the infant to the toddler stage, we would say. So that's when we tell them, because not more than 3 hours we normally suggest or recommend for newborn babies, because their skins are definitely extremely sensitive when compared to this one. Even though our diapers will last you for 4 hours or 5 hours, we would tell the mothers initial stages of clot diapering or on the baby not to use them for more than 3 hours, because we go into a lot of we do go to pediatricians, we ask them for their advices, we ask them for just suggestions, and one major thing that they tell us, that up to 3 months on the baby, when from 0 to 3 months, it's always better to remove the pad, the pad for every 3 hours. So that's the one thing we actually educate the mothers as well. So after 3 months, you can definitely make the baby wear a nighttime diaper, which will last you overnight. Mostly for heavy wetters, it will last you like 6 hours, and for light wetters, it will definitely last you even for 8 to 10 hours. And see, initially moms have a lot of concern that, what if it leaks, and what if my baby gets up? It's such a big task to put the baby to sleep sleep, and what if the diaper kind of wakes the baby up? So I would always tell them to start with this diaper or the cloth diaper for the afternoon nap. So if the baby is comfortable during the afternoon nap, and the baby is like good to go, the baby is sleeping for 3 hours and everything is fine, you can then initially start, then change into the nighttime diaper. So the one thing that we tell our mothers is that this is going to be an investment on your side. You're going to be investing on the product. So take your time. I'm always there. We're always there. We're just going to be a
No, that's what I do. As a consumer, what I did, of course, I also had to do a lot of reading on cloth diapering before I started doing it for my daughter. In fact, I mean, this is something that our moms didn't know. Otherwise, it's easy to go ask your mom what they did. They did the traditional, cloth diapers. Or by the time I was old enough, I think they were abroad, so they were using disposables. So this was something that I had to really read up on, but still you needed to be confident about it. So what I tell people is just buy one of one kind, try it out, and then see if what works for you. Because sometimes even the insert type might work for you in the daytime, even though it's called the night diaper. So that's what I tell people, is to buy one, and if you're very happy with the way it works. So there is a bit of try. Anyway, when a newborn is born, everybody at home doesn't know what to do, including your mom. It's all over, like suddenly it feels all new for her. So there is a lot of trial and error with everything with the baby, with the feeding, with the sleeping. So the diapering is also a part of that journey. And I have some wonderful memories. And in fact, I was making regular trips to the nearby shop to pick up diapers, because I figured after some point, okay, this is the combination that I like. This is for nap, this is for nights. But we have been cloth diapering her even at night, and I tell people it's as good or maybe even better than disposable diapers. So my one last,
every mother is different, and each and every baby is different. So that's the only thing that I tell the moms, like for one baby something might work, for the other baby it might not work. So we can also just give a spectrum. So when we're saying like 4 to 5 hours, it's tested around on at least say 50 to 60 babies with various different age groups in a different weighing this one. So it's just an average. So everything depends on the mother and the baby, whether the baby is comfortable, whether the baby is not. If the baby is comfortable with the bumpkin diapers or the nighttime diapers, you can use them even during the day.
Yes.
If the baby is extremely comfortable with our daytime diapers and the nighttime diapers, you can use both. So the thing is, I leave it to the mums. I tell them kindly don't. There are so many times in which, like, my co-founders also told me, like, why are you even insisting them to buy only one? I'm like, see, because I know if they buy one and if they're satisfied, they're going to come and buy at least 6 to 7. If they buy 6 and 7 and they don't know what to do, they're not going to come back again. So you have to educate them as they and it's just a journey. So we will come along with you. So I'm sure that we've never had customers. We've always had repeat customers, and we've never had customers who say, no, I'm not going to buy from you, or this is enough for me. So it's always been like that.
And there's also the advantage of cloth diapering. What I've realized is it's very easy to toilet train your child as well, because you sort of, because of the cloth diapering, you sort of understand their cycles, because it's very obvious if they're getting wet or scenes like that. So it's very, your child might easily start, you understand the cycles, like maybe, okay, that they will pee as soon as they wake up, or they're going to poop as soon as they eat, so it's easier to train them that way, because sometimes with the disposable, the child is also unaware if they're wet, or even we don't know when was the last time they pooped, and then we realize there's poop in the diaper. But with the cloth diaper, it's a little bit, there is a better understanding with the child's rhythm, I feel. So that's an amazing thing that I loved about cloth diapering as well. So my one last question to you. So I've been asking this to everybody. So we've all been going through this lockdown, and as entrepreneurs, it's been an interesting journey for all of us. So what has it been? What have you learned, or what was your personal and professional journey or realization or understanding through this long period of lockdown?
So actually, I don't know whether I should say thankfully, but we had at ADT we didn't have a big lockdown. We only closed down during the initial first lockdown, which was for 21 days, and then after that we had so many inquiries from mothers, and we had to apply for the essentials category, and then we got we started supplying. But one thing I understood was during the lockdown is that you know it's so good to be there in the need when I know there were pregnant women who were like about to deliver within a month, and they were so freaked out. They're like, I won't get any product, everything is like all my baby essentials are not even essentials anymore. So we were like, it's okay. We had to actually calm them down, because there were mothers who used to tell us, I don't even know what I'm going to make the baby wear if the baby is born. So being there in that moment of need, it literally gave me it actually gave me goosebumps. I actually felt that I was also doing my part at that point of time. I know it's going to be extremely small, but a pregnant mother who was actually in need, and to give her something with the baby, for the baby, was the greatest experience ever. And one more thing was, I also understood that even with the minimal of staff, we can work. Like, we can get down to work, because I was always a person thinking that we need particular this person has to be there for this particular product. It so happened that everything was shut down, and there were so many of our staff which who were like stuck up in their natives. So we understood, okay, situation management is a thing, and we have to manage it, no other choice. So that was one thing that I learned personally, that we have to situation management, no matter where, however you are, right from being
and
a mother,
improvise.
Improvising, correct, because it was not easy to just video call staff and tell them that take this, put it here, put it there, put it there. And it was not very easy to not meet people who we used to meet on a daily basis. Like, our team is very closely knit, so not to meet people who used to meet daily was kind of very saddening. But we understood, again, as I said, situation management and kind of going with the flow. We understood that, okay, everything will pass, and everything will be okay at some time. So that was one thing that I actually learned personally, and that I was so grateful about, was that I was able to help at least a very, very, very a minor category of people. So that was one thing that I was
no, but that's a huge help, because being mothers, we know the kind of as it is a lot of emotional and physical journey,
we had
travel that we go through.
During the lockdown,
it's a very uncertain time. To the pregnancy itself is a very uncertain time. There are a lot of changes within you, outside you, and I was just thinking this. Situation is just probably adding more stress to probably moms to be. So I guess if they feel good that they're getting the right kind of things, at least for their babies, it'll at least one side of them is taken care of, or they feel good about themselves, because otherwise it's not an easy journey for mothers to go through. So and added that COVID, this whole lockdown and everything is not a pleasant feeling for a newborn mother. There'll be a lot of fear and things like that. So I think a little joy like that is truly something that
I'm so happy to be a part of that, actually, because we did have mothers who pregnant ladies used to call me up and say that I will even come and collect it from your place. I'll be like, no, please, I will send my staff, not a problem, but kindly don't move. It's okay. We are there for you, and we will help you out. You don't have to panic, because it was only about panic buying. Everybody was just so scared about whether they'll get the product or not. And that was the only thing that I was extremely happy about, that to tell people it's okay, ATT is there for you, and we will somehow deliver the product to you. So that was...
So that's good. Thank you, Swathi. It's been a wonderful conversation. And I think one of our viewers actually asked how to, figure out the sizing for a 9-month-old. But I think you've answered her question by saying it's more to do with the weight of the baby. So I guess we've answered
definitely got to do with weight of the baby. You can, anybody can just write to us, and we're always ready to help. It's absolutely fine. We're always there to help. So we just had, I think.
So is Goli Soda. So
yes,
for those of you who don't know, yeah, we have their products in our website at our store in Chennai. And again, thanks to the lockdown, we've been able to personally deliver, like you said, thanks to other partners like Swiggy and Dunzo, we've been able to similarly, because
extremely grateful to all,
exactly,
to you people as well, because it's always been like, brand development always happens only if you become a team, and you guys have been amazing support for us, seriously, all the time when it came to right from delivering products to people in need to it's always been like Goli Soda and Toddler Thing has always been a part of the journey.
That's why we call you partners. I think Goli Soda won't be there without the partners that we have. The over 50 brands, as I told you. We have our own brands as well, but we are still nothing without the other brands, and we call you guys our partners. And that's why we also wanted to have this conversation, so that people will get to know about this lovely partnership.
Oh, that's
so thank you so much, Swathi.
Thank you so much.
It was lovely talking to you. I hope the viewers also enjoyed as much as I did. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank
you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So thank you everybody for watching of the Sustainability Network. Tomorrow we will be meeting the founders of EcoFem, a brand that's been very close to me. It almost changed my life. It's one of the most popular brands in Goli Soda as well. So I am very, very interested to know their journey and the kind of difference they are making. So thank you once again for watching the Sustainability Network, and we shall meet tomorrow at 7 p.m. Bye.